here. Those fusion characters that have the ability to give us a mid-turn heal, like that shit is just very good. All right, so we do this. I believe their first additional is a 50%. And then they have a guaranteed additional, and then of course we could get the Hidden Potential System additional. In terms of build for this character, I'm thinking I'm probably just going to go on offensive build for them. So they're going to be stacking like crazy. They do have a lot of wow, quad right away, beautiful. So they are going to be stacking like crazy, right? They do have the dodge abilities. The one thing Kayle and Caulifla don't have is they don't have any crit and they don't have any super effective against all types. So I think maybe giving them something like maybe 25 crit, like 15 additional or something like that is probably what I'm going to go with. Because I think that will kind of, I mean, you guys know, I mean, I created an advanced concept called the balance build. So we might, you know, I mean, you know, scientists, scholars in awe of the balance build. That might be what we're going to need to bust out, sort of. Well, I mean, it's not really the balance build, but it's going to balance them out for sure. All right, guys, so we're coming back to our next turn. These are never my favorite types of turns where the boss kind of has like a bit of a sliver of HP left. So let's take a look. Yeah, look what the girls exploded to, man. I mean, you do 4 supers and they jump up to this level. Now, it is true. They're not guarding. They don't have damage reduction. It is just raw defense, right? But the thing people got to understand, we're not just parading 2 million defense in front of these bosses. I mean, they do, some fights there's dodge canceling, sure, but, I mean, it does kind of, like, the layout of the fight matters. It's not just a general, like, oh, they got 2 million defense, they're fish, right? Because it's like, if we're going into the AGL Jiren fight, I mean, they have true type advantage. I mean, Kefla is going to be, like, double-digit tank, and I think all Jiren shit by the time you get there, right? I mean, Kefla gets the massive 200% defense when receiving an attack. I cannot believe they gave that to her, by the way. Truly a broken as hell ability, right? But, like, you look at this character, they will be able to tank all normals. I mean, we do 4 supers, and they're damn near 2.5 million defense with 4 supers. I mean, they're already tanking a lot of the crazy bosses. I do a lot of showcases against that Goku Black and Zamasu fight, and it's like they're already, they would be able to tank that shit. And, like, you know, we get to that point on turn 10 plus. So you see how it's just, this character is very good. Like, period. They're very good. Now, we have a lot. So we have 90% dodge on this turn. I mean, let's just show it off. By the way, you get any tech orbs, and they're just going to full heal, too. So, yeah, we have 90% dodge right here. Because if we take a look, right, the way they work, they have 50% dodge. Boom. They get extra 20% dodge for their first 4 turns, right? Which we're obviously still in. And then after they do 3 attacks, they get another 20% dodge. So right now, we're at 90% dodge. So, I mean, we have 2+ million defense for a normal. And then the super, we just have to make sure to dodge. Okay, well, we failed 90% dodge right there. Let's not talk about that. Let's pretend that didn't happen, kids. Yeah, well, okay. But see, they're not... dodge or die is not a problem if it only applies to supers. If you fail the dodge and you double-digit tank the normal, then, like, it's not even really dodge or die, right? All right, guys, back on our next turn. So we could transform into Kefla right here. I guess we might as well just do it. I mean, okay, so when we are Tech, Kayle, and Caulifla, right, we're greatly stacking attack and defense with every super attack. Already, I feel like we're probably in range where Kefla's tanking all normals. Like, if we transform into Kefla, remember, I mean, she gets 200% when she gets hit. So, she still, when we go into Kefla, she's still greatly stacking attack. So, I'm gonna just transform now, I think. You know what, let's just wait. Let's wait. Let's do one more turn in base, because we do have Tech Caulifla, who's, I mean, the chances that she gets hit are very low, right? So we could just go with this. What are the girls at there at 5 supers at the moment? Okay, let's go. Automagetta, is he stunned? No, no, we should be good. We should be good. All right, yep, Caulifla doing her thing. Tech Caulifla. As long as dodge is available, Tech Caulifla, she's available to steal my heart as well. Okay, sure. All right, so let's get the girls. So I think we'll just transform into Tech Kefla next turn, and we'll let Tech Kefla just ravage shit. Tech Kefla is going to be supporting, dodging, dominating, decimating, obliterating. She, she does all those appropriately. A 3 super turn? Huh. Okay. We're getting pretty solid luck here. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Guys, we're coming back for one quick second. I am going to go ahead and pop this as well. Let's just get Caulifla's active out right here. So remember, this is going to give permanent stats to all Universe 6 characters right there. So now we're going to get a nice permanent buff up. So now Tech Kefla is going to be even stronger. And I'm going to use the other Caulifla's active next turn too. All right, guys, we're coming back in. Oh, actually, real quick, before we're coming back in here, what I'm actually going to do... Oh, we're going to have a funny interaction happen. Let's pop this. This should not kill Rose right here. Caulifla is probably not going to crit. Probably not going to crit? Well, she did, but she did not kill. So now we have double Caulifla active skill up going crazy right here. So yeah, here we go. 4 million defense. I think it's about that time. Let's transform into Tech Kefla. Remember, another huge thing that Tech Kefla does, she's going to heal us by 60% HP when we fuse, which means we're about to get full healed as well. Alright, so we have Tech Kefla out. Okay, so let's go ahead... Wait a minute, actually, let me double check something. So... Okay, I guess we just got bad luck. Oh, damn, that would have been sick to see her get the full field of Tech Orbs. I mean, I guess that doesn't actually truly matter. Okay. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and rock this. What is Kefla looking like? 1.5 million. Now, remember, she gets 200% when she's targeted. So, essentially, we're multiplying it by 3, right? Alright, let's let her go to town here. Decimate. I'm very interested to see what her damage is going to look like, because I think that is going to be very good. If she doesn't dodge Rose's super, we'll be in trouble, but she can tank normals. Yep, okay. That's it. Normals hit her, it's double digits, exactly. Just to have to dodge the super, that's it. 34 million she's up to, okay. I mean, it's just... I mean, now remember, she doesn't stop stacking either. Like, once we go into Tech Kefla, she is still stacking attack the whole time, right? Every single time she's going to be greatly stacking attack. And if we look at it, she has 2 guaranteed additional supers. So she can still be quad supering while she's stacking attack, building up damage. And then with the 6 key spheres, she's giving support as well. I mean, this is just a truly broken character. This is, I mean, are they a top 10 character overall in the game? Maybe, probably, actually. They're really good so far. Alright, guys, coming back for our next rotation here. I mean, we could just let Kefla, I think, just keep dominating, decimating, and obliterating right here. Kayle should be fine. Kefla should be fine. The only concern, this is also going to full heal us too. Yeah, remember, Kefla is going to be continuously generating massive amounts of HP. Yeah, we're not going to need the Goku head recovery boost for that. Yeah, this is why it's a little deceptive. I think a lot of people kind of like read Kefla's details and like their brain just instantly jumped to, oh my god, they're dodge or die. And it's like, that's not like really, like, I don't know. Like, it is the case, but only against supers. I don't know. I don't find that to be too big of a deal. Because a lot of characters these days, I mean, some of these big nasty supers, I mean, they're not able to tank them, I think, as good as people think a lot of these characters can tank them. They're not. They're truly not able to. So, Kefla, I mean, Tech Kefla looks like they're going to be, well, this is going to be one of the most ridiculous Festival of Battle characters in the game, too, by the way. So, alright, now remember, she gets 2 guaranteed additional supers right here. So, there's 2, here's our second guaranteed additional super. And her damage is just going to continue to go up and up and up and up and up. Like, you could just see how broken she is, right? Like, it's obvious. I do think okay, so like we could give her a dodge build, which, you know, to maximize dodging supers and stuff like that, but I think giving her the crits probably is the way to go. In 2025 Dokkan, where bosses are these massive damage sponges, and in my opinion, damage is more relevant and matters more than it ever has in the past, I think an offensive build is probably what I'm going to give to Kefla, for sure. You know, because if she's just flashing these 30+ million supers anytime she shows up, which looks like it's going to happen, we're going to need her to be critting as well, right? To really give her that extra oomph when she's hitting. Alright, guys. We've kind of decimated so far with Tech Kefla. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, you know, we'll wait for the official release to go to.
Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet. New Chipotle honey chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Crazy and stuff like that, but I mean, Kefla, I mean, I would just say this. I feel like she's just a top 10 overall unit in the game, probably. This is like a really broken EZA because, I mean, you know, a lot of people have like agendas in one way or something like that, or they care about this or they care about that, but this character should be effective everywhere, right? In battle-hardened formidable foes, they're going to build up their defense so fast to be able to tank normals even in there, right? They'll have 90% dodge almost instantly in there. So, like, Cell Max's AoE is probably not going to hit them, right? You know, they're going to be good in the red zones. A lot of the red zones are formatted similarly to Festival, right? Where it starts out slow and we could stack up. They're going to dominate Festival. They're going to dominate red zones. Even the Blue Goku red zone, where dodge is canceled. They have true type advantage. And Kefla, dude, straight up, one of the strongest abilities a character can get right now is this. 200% defense from receiving an attack. As far as I'm aware, they have not gone higher than that, but this is one of the strongest things. A lot of the best characters in the game have this. They have this right here. Them giving that to this Kefla, it just makes her, because we can fuck around and put her in slot 1 because of that, right? Like, oh, she wouldn't have dodged that normal. It literally doesn't matter. So, I mean, she's ridiculously, disgustingly broken. So, I don't, she may just be the best Golden Week character. Like, I don't, like, is she better than Hit, dude? Hit, it's not common, but Hit can just straight up get obliterated early on. I've had Hit, in this fight, I had Hit die to normals in slot 3. I had Hit just get killed by normals after attacking in slot 3. Again, it's not common, but it's something that can happen. And yeah, look, we don't get the crits with Kefla, and see how the damage just feels to have that impact. So, I think offensive build is probably what I'm going to go with. So, there we go, guys. There is EZA Tech Kefla. She's broken. She's busted. Do not... This is one of those aberration EZAs. Like, you know, she's so supremely OP. Do not expect the next EZA to look like this, right? Like, it's just, this is just one of those where, like, they went out of control. I mean, it's good for us because she's one of the, like, top 10 best units in the game.
Alliance Insight is finally here, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Metagame has changed drastically. Today, we're going to be discussing the best decks of the current format. With a brand new pack and a pretty recent ban list, things are a lot different than they were. Then on the Lurry effect, we will max it. I'm a tout that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is... Welcome back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Casino. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed the first episode of this series, and I'm excited to give you guys a ton more of Yu-Gi-Oh! Casino. But as I said last time, I was looking for some feedback on the rule set as well as the structure and format of the video itself. And I'm going to continue seeking feedback in this video below. If you check my pinned comment and the replies to said comment, you'll find a place for you to like and vote on some options. For example, something I'm considering doing is creating a sort of rotating structure for both the gambling aspect and the game aspect. Because just like a casino, you can go with a bunch of different people by yourself. Hopefully not, but you can. You can play different games. So what that means is we could have some videos like this one and the last one where we just play by ourselves against the general populace. Other videos where I play against a special guest, and other videos where you can do a tournament style video where 4 players get to gamble in and then compete against each other. The main theme here is not a strict rule set, but rather the idea of chaos and randomness taking over our lives entirely. So we have a lot of options, and I'm prepared to keep the door open to all of them. But for today, we'll be running back the same thing as last time. You know, I felt like my deck was not bad, and we were kind of close in some games, but unable to close anything. I'm not happy with that. I think I can get at least 1 win, but we're going to aim for a positive record here. If I can get 3-2, that would be fantastic. Now, with that said, let's spin the wheel and see how we do. All right, come on. Give me Snake Eyes again. I don't know. Enchanted Threads of Shade. Oh, this is Phantom Knights, right? It has to be. Enchanted Threads of Shade, like, the whole gimmick behind Phantom Knights is they're all pieces of clothing, and they're phantoms, so surely that's what this is. Let me, I guess, take it up here. Enchanted Threads of Shade involve Shaddoll monsters. Never mind. Anytime I try and act like remotely intelligent, I am proven to be a complete and utter fucking dunce. Today's the Shaddoll episode. Shaddolls can be kind of high rarity if I recall, so this may be a little luck-based, but I'm looking forward to this. I like Shaddolls. And what's in the pack? Ultra rare wise, oh, there's Zephyr cards in here. Ooh, the Zephyr cards probably are stinkers, but if I can get some Shaddol cards, I'll be happy. Let's roll some dice. Some of y'all said I should use less dice because less dice, but with higher counts on them, gives you more variance, more variation. Math nerds will know that, but at the same time, we'll save those for the ones we're playing against other people doing the same challenge, because I need to, like, not get 10 packs to play in ranked, because that's just going to be completely unplayable. For now, we'll keep a little more centered, nice and low. Let's see how we do on the spin here. 36, 2 better than last time, but that's not the most important part. The most important part are the crafts, because those will make up the missing cards here. Let's see the flips, and... 1. It's better than 0. So, like, I got 2 more packs, and in its place, I lost 2 crafts. Take a guess which I'd rather have. All right, let's head to the flashcards. Let's shuffle it up real quick. Please, 10. Yes, jackpot, baby. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of staples in our deck, which makes me think we can actually win games this time. So we had a little more variance this time, but that's good. That's gambling. Let's go have some fun. All right, so let's start us off first with our 6 packs, and we'll see from there. Now, from the rarity distribution here, the best fusions, the best fusions are all going to be ultra rare, which is rough. And with only 1 craft, if I don't just pull these, it's bad. The fusion spells, importantly, are super, meaning there's a higher chance of getting them. That being said, I still could just not get them. Like, look at Snake Eye Ash last episode. I just did not get any. Now, all the low rarity Shadolls aren't bad either. but I'm not prepared to play a 2014 Shaddoll deck, so I'm hoping to get the support cards for 2020. Now, let's jump in, one pack at a time for the starts. All right, super rare right off the bat. Biggest thing, needs to be in the right 4 cards. Left 4 cards could mean staples, which, but this is right. This is fantastic. All right, time for El Shaddoll Winda. Remember I said
The road to partial onset seizure reduction can be long and winding. You feel like you're not.
don't want Zephyr cards? That's why. So for those who don't know, this card was playable once in Pendulum. You know why? Not because of its effect. It was just the only Link 3. It doesn't do anything. So again, really hoping to not get Zephyr cards. I say that as literally all 4 of my right cards were Zephyr cards, I'm pretty sure. Now, for our last single pack, these extra 2 packs really have not made much difference. Ultra. Okay, cool. Please be in the right. Please be in the right, and please be a Shaddoll card. Shaddoll card. Shaddle. Okay, perfect. 1 left side foil is not the biggest deal. Rose Lover's useless, but that's okay. Mech Knight Red Moon is not unplayable. It's not great, but it's still a monster you can just summon. And then, please. Yes! An El Shaddoll App Cologne. So this is one of the new wave support. It is a very good card for this deck. Winda is the one I want more than anything, but I'm still very happy with App Cologne. Now we move on to our batches of 10, which should give us some better results, hopefully. Let's go. Woo! 8 foils in a least super rare variety. Left side and right side. Okay, pretty good. Shaddoll Fusion. Chakanaka. Okay, that is a fusion spell. I'm not sure what Earths I can really pull in this pack for them to be good. There's Neshaddoll Genius, I think it's called. But the card's not great. I'm not sure if I want to include it in my deck. Let's go. Another right side foil. Another Shekinah. Okay, I definitely do not need more of them now. Okay, another foil. Right side. Right side. All right, Shaddoll Fusion, El Shaddoll Fusion, Schism. Those are 3. I'm digging this. Network Trap Hole is not a bad card either. I mean, okay. It's, again, these are like scraping the bottom of the barrel in terms of viability. Like, it could be a generic card if I needed to, but I'd rather not use that if I can. With 10 staple craftables in my deck, I'm gonna hope to not have to use that. All right, let's go. 3rd Shekinaga. All right, I really don't need any more. Oh. All right, come on. Yes! New. I don't own a Construct? I guess I didn't own a Construct. That's cool. So, not even halfway in. I feel great. This is a very lucky batch of 10. Left side, I'm not going to complain. I've had good luck so far. Arlecchino. I feel like I pulled this on stream like twice in the last 2 days. Super rare. I guess it's a light monster that technically revives itself, so it's like more playable than like, I don't know. Maybe I play it. It's like Trick Clown. Right side Ultra. Not a Zephyr card, and I'm chilling. Give me Winda. Right off the bat, give me Winda. 2nd Construct. Great. That's awesome. 1 pack left. This has been phenomenal. 2 Constructs. That's great. Now I'm interested Fusion Stalls. That is like all I need. And Winda. If I get one of the others, then I'll craft the other. All right. Well, now I don't think I need it anymore, right? Like, weird how you got clumping like that. It's 3 Shekinagas and 3 Constructs. All right. 10 more packs. We are almost halfway through. I need the Shaddoll Wendy as well. Ironically, I might want super rares more than ultra rares because we're missing the fusion trap, the 2 fusion spells, and Wendy. So super rares are actually more valuable than just the window. Okay, super rare, right side, give me a Shaddoll fusion, and we're chilling. Okay, left side. I mean, these are good cards, but I'm sure I'll have plenty of them to go around. Yeah, and how's Barrage Blast do again? Detach shields from Machine XYZ. I can stop reading there. Let's go next. Ultra rare. So again, I don't actually need the ultra rare here, unless it's Winda. I almost wish this was the other side, to be honest. I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be a Winda here. And I'm gonna look like stupid. No, okay, well, it was garbage. There's just so much variance in all of this. That is great. That is awesome. All right, come on, 1 by 1. Didn't really want that. I mean, like, it's fine. I don't think I'll be summoning it, though. Doesn't help either.
Instantly unlock 100,000 anime that will leave you blushing. Download, search the title, and enjoy HD streaming.
Do you want to start a Twitch channel for the very first time? I will likely answer every question that you have right now in this video. So if you just give me a few minutes of your time, then you won't have to mindlessly Google all of your questions and then eventually get bored, give up, and scroll TikTok for 2 hours. Because yes, I'm also guilty of that. In order to understand streaming, we have 3 different ways to stream. You can either stream from your phone, your computer, or your console. If you want to stream directly from your phone and play mobile games, then you're able to just stream directly through the Twitch app. However, you're only able to stream just your game or your camera, so you can't play your game and your camera at the same time using the Twitch app. There are some workarounds for this, and some people are able to do it through other apps, which I have covered on the channel in my mobile playlist videos. But streaming through your phone is relatively limited, so you're not going to be able to do all the cool fancy things and everything that PC streamers use. So if you want to be a PC streamer like the rest of us and be able to control everything about your stream, then having a PC or laptop is going to be the best method for you. Becoming a PC streamer requires a few different things. The first thing is obviously a decent laptop or computer to be able to run everything. The second is having a nice webcam or microphone if you want your viewers to be able to see you or hear you. Ideally, you're going to want to have 2 monitors, so that way you can have one computer screen for your game and another computer screen to be able to read chat and everything, which you'll be able to handle designing your stream, reading chat, and all of that stuff when it comes to streaming through using something called a streaming software. There's a lot of different streaming software, but there's 2 main ones that a lot of people use. The first one that many of you have probably already heard of is called OBS Studio, and the second software is called Streamlabs. Basically, the difference between the 2 is that Streamlabs is an all-in-one software, so you can control your alerts, your chat. You can design your stream with a bunch of different plugins like alert boxes. However, that being said, it does require your computer to have more resources available to be able to run the software. Now, OBS Studio, on the other hand, is more bare bones and basic, which just has the streaming software and not all the doodads. But you're able to go and download third-party plugins to be able to use inside OBS Studio to design it how you want. So OBS Studio requires less resources than Streamlabs right off the rip, but it does require you to go and do more digging to be able to piece and download together everything you want to be able to do for your stream, which is why for beginners, I recommend using Streamlabs. And you already know that I have videos covering Streamlabs and OBS on the channel. But moving on to console streamers, there's 3 main consoles. We have the Xbox, we have the PlayStation, and we have the Nintendo Switch. The cool thing about owning an Xbox or a PlayStation is that you're actually able to stream directly from your Xbox or PlayStation to Twitch. And unfortunately, if you have a Nintendo Switch, they have the Twitch app on the Switch, but you're not able to actually broadcast to Twitch, which is kind of funny because it's like Switch, Twitch, that would have been a match made in heaven, but they kind of dropped the ball on that. Though that being said, if you are streaming from your Xbox or PlayStation directly to Twitch, you're not going to be able to do all the fancy alerts, the chat messages, all that good stuff directly through your console. You're only going to be able to stream the game, your webcam, and your microphone, so it's going to be a very minimal looking stream. However, you might notice that there are a lot of streamers that do stream their console games, but that's where a capture card comes into play. The most well-known company that some of you have probably heard of is Elgato, and this is one of their capture cards right here. And essentially what it does is you will connect your console, so your Switch, your Xbox, your PlayStation, and then you'll connect your console to this capture card. And then from the capture card, you'll send an HDMI cord to your TV or second monitor or whatever, so you can play your game. And then you also have a USB cable that goes from the capture card to your computer. That way you can broadcast the footage to Streamlabs or OBS Studio and be able to stream through your computer while playing your console games. So that opens up the door to be able to broadcast your Switch games. However, obviously that does require you to have a computer in order to do this. Then you have to decide whether you're going to be a hobby streamer or if you're going to try and turn this into a career. The hobby streamer will likely stream a couple times a week for a few hours, and they're not really going to have a set schedule, which is ultimately going to make it very difficult for them to get viewers or grow their channel. The professional streamer, on the other hand, is going to have a dedicated schedule for several hours per day while keeping consistent with that schedule, as well as making additional content on other platforms and putting a ton of effort and work into their live streams. Everyone has a different reason for why they want to stream, so there's not going to be one correct version of streaming, so you can feel free to mix and match in order to achieve what you want to do with streaming. Now, there's two things that are really going to help you out learning how to stream. The first thing is going over to my YouTube channel where I have everything categorized in nice cohesive playlists, such as learning how to stream on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, learning how to grow your stream, all the streaming gear you need, OBS Studio, literally everything your little heart could ask for when it comes to streaming is nicely and categorized on this YouTube channel. And the second thing is going over to my new website, cpausmusic.com, where I have my free streamers cheat sheet you can download, as well as checking out my ultimate guide to starting a Twitch channel, where I hold your hand step by step, teaching you everything that you need to know in order to start streaming on Twitch. Because after streaming on Twitch for over 6 years, I know how much of a pain in the butt it is when you're first getting started. So start watching whatever playlist applies to you, but I'll leave this one right here to get you started. But my name's Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts longer, so you can tackle
applesauce and avocado, berries, butter, coffee cream, drippy fingers, deviled eggs, and empanadas red and green.
Bounty Mega Roll lets you clean spills without running out.
And mommy's glass of Zinfandel.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
It's Native 24-hour moisturizing body wash and heavenly scents you'll love.
Do you want to start streaming on Twitch in 2024? I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know so easily that even your grandma can do it. Well, maybe not your grandma, but if your mom knows at least how to send text messages through her phone, then she'll be able to understand. So if that sounds good to you, then make sure to drop a quick like on the video so other people can easily find this video. The very first thing that we need to do is go over to twitch.tv. You're going to go to the top right corner and you should see a sign up button. You're going to make a Twitch account. I know, seems obvious, right? But some people might skip this step, so don't be one of those people, all right? As you can see here, we've been streaming on Twitch for over 6 years now. It's pretty disgusting. And I will teach you guys how to customize your channel to make it look nice and pretty and everything you'll need to know about streaming later in this playlist. But for now, I'll just cover how to stream. So once you've made a Twitch account, then you're good to go for this step. Next thing we need is what's called a streaming software, and that's going to allow us to put our camera, our game, and basically design our live stream for our viewers to see. We'll be using OBS Studio for this video, and I'll make sure to leave everything I talk about linked in the description down below. So you're going to click on whichever platform that you use, and you're going to download the OBS Studio program. Then you're going to run the installation like any other piece of software, and I'll see you on the other side. Once you open up OBS Studio, you'll see this disgusting looking gray, bleak kind of looking software, but that's all right because it's going to get the job done, even if it does look ugly AF. So in order to cheer ourselves up, we're going to take a very quick detour. If you're wondering how everyone spices up their stream, making it look really cool, this is going to be your one-stop shop for basically everything you're going to need for streaming. I'll leave a link down below this video, and lucky for us, they also sponsored it too, so high five. But basically, you can navigate through the top, and they have a bunch of different packages, alerts, panels, banners, emotes, badges, pretty much everything you're going to need. But my favorite thing about them is actually their Stream Design bestseller packages, because it has everything you could possibly want all in one cohesive package. So if you click on a package, for example, and we go on the left-hand side, I'm going to click a few down. It'll give you an animated preview of what's included in this package. So you'll see it has a bunch of animated different alerts. It's got panels to put below your Twitch stream. It has different animated webcam overlays to put around your webcam to make it look nice. It's got pretty much everything you're going to need. And it's just a really easy, nice way to make your Twitch channel look very professional and clean. So I'll leave a link down below once again, and you can also use coupon code CPAUSE for 50% off your purchase. But let's go back to OBS Studio. So now that we're back to this ugly duckling of a program, right here, this main screen right here, this little black box is going to be our stream preview. So this is what your viewers are going to see when you start streaming. Obviously, it's black right now because, you know, we haven't done anything yet. So we need to start designing this bad boy. But before we do that, we're going to look in the bottom left corner and we have a little scenes tab. And a scene is a collection of sources. And now a source, if you click the plus button, these are different little puzzle pieces to put in your puzzle. So for example, we can add our game capture, we can add our webcam, we can add all of these different little puzzle pieces on the screen, so we'll be able to design our stream. Now, scenes are a collection of sources. So for example, we can have a just chatting scene where our webcam is the full screen and then we have some chat. Well, let's say you want to play a game, right? So you can make an extra scene and we'll call it gaming, and we can, okay. And so we can have this scene be just the game and then our webcam smaller. So that way you can switch between scenes simply by clicking them. Easy enough, right? Next to these tabs, we have the audio mixer, which is currently blank, but don't worry, we're gonna add some audio sources and we'll be able to see the volume levels as well as adjust the volume to make them quieter or louder. Next to that, we have scene transitions, which I'll touch on later. And then we have controls, which I will.
If you're drawn to the characters of Doki Entertainment, grab the limited banner with guaranteed draws for new players.
What's up, guys, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear Entertainment Project Pitfall. Now, this is a brand new FNAF fan game that was made in 5 days for Plenty's FNAF Game Jam, which, if you guys don't know who Plenty is, he's another FNAF YouTuber. He does some incredible content. I actually really enjoy his videos, and he's doing a FNAF Game Jam, which is kind of awesome. So I'll link down below Plenty's channel and the game joel for this game. Be sure to check him out. Anyways, though, let's not waste any more time. Let's press new game and hop into the game. Let's do this. All right, this looks promising. The images look very scary from what I've seen. But for being made in 5 days, I'm already pretty impressed. Like, and I haven't seen much. Here we are. It is very dark in here. Hello? Oh, I crawl through the hole. Where am I? Whose bed is this? There's no cushion on it. Whoa. This is interesting. We're in like a prison or something? All right. This is unique. We've never been in one of these before. In a FNAF game, at least. Control. Well, I mean, not like I've been in a prison in real life, but you know what I meant. All right, let's go down. Oh, who's that? Oh, I thought there was somebody in this chair. What's that? It's coming from in here. Hello? An animatronic in here? I definitely heard something. Hold on, before we go in there, it is so dark, dude. I just want to know if there's anything else out here. I know it's only made in 5 days, so there's probably not secrets and stuff, but like, you know, you gotta look. You never know. Can I open this door? No. Dang it. My guy is very selective on what doors he opens. Another crawl space. Get ready for a jump scare. Get ready for a jump scare. Get ready. Jump scare. No. Nothing? All right. Fine. I can't see. Where am I going? Climbing up. So we're maneuvering through this prison for some reason. I hear water running. Huh. What's that noise? I kind of wish this white dot wasn't on the middle of the screen. I think it kind of like throws off the immersion a little bit. Where am I going? Am I trying to like make my way to someone's cell? What is this? I can't see. There's a door. Oh, this way. I can just like barely tell where I'm going. Going higher up. Heard a noise to my right. Hello? Is anybody home? What is that? Can't go in there. What's that red light in there, dude? That looks important. I want to press it. Giant glowing red button. Let's gotta do something crazy. You know? Oh no, we're approaching the top. Something's gonna be in here. I can't see, dude. I can't see. Oh, this way. What is that? Look. Wait, is that Foxy from Juniors? What? That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Please tell me you're awake, buddy. Please. No, he looks so cool. How come we haven't had a fan game with these guys in it yet? This guy looks sick, dude. Look at him. It looks like he's covered in Cheeto dust. Like, you know, hot Cheetos? That's kind of what it looks like he's covered in, but